Hello, everyone, and welcome back to BData Solutions. If you are new here, my name is Barakatu. I am a data analyst, public policy researcher, and currently completing my PhD. Through BData Solutions, I help organizations make better decisions with data. At the same time, my doctoral research has challenged many of the assumptions I used to have about what data can and cannot tell us. When people think about research, they often imagine the hardest part is collecting interviews and analyzing the information. For me, it wasn't. The biggest challenge was realizing that the answers I was looking for simply weren't captured anywhere in a way that reflected the real complexity of people's experiences. That realization challenged how I think about data, not just research data, organizational data, program data, dashboards, reports, and even the KPIs we build are built for clients. So today, I want to share three lessons that have that have transformed how I approach every data project, whether I am working in a non-for-profit sector, government. I'm using government data, healthcare information, education, or in the business environment. One of the biggest lessons from my PhD is that data is never neutral. Let's start there. So, every data set is created for a reason. A shelter collects information to provide services. A government department collects information for accountability and policy implementation. A non for profit will collect information to satisfy funders and demonstrate impact. Then you have hospitals that collect information to support patient care. As I mentioned, each system is doing exactly what it was designed to do. The challenge begins when we ask those data sets to answer questions they were never designed to answer. So going back to my research, um, I have been trying to understand how different systems interact when women experience multiple overlapping challenges or vulnerabilities. And the three variables that I'm interested are homelessness, domestic violence, and precarious immigration status. Therefore, what I discovered was that every organization had pieces of the story, and even every single participant group, which I'm looking at three different participant group, right? Um, or have different interview questions because of the research questions they were tailored to answer. Um, this tells also that um, that every organization um, have pieces of the story, and not one system capture the entire picture. This doesn't mean that the data in general is poor quality. It only means that systems were collecting data for different purposes. As analysts, one of the most valuable questions we can ask isn't what's wrong with this data? Instead, we ask what was this data designed to measure? That single question changes everything. In fact, this lesson also really challenged how I think about reporting. Every database relies on categories. Every dashboard groups information, and every report summarizes reality. We have to do this, or analysis become impossible, if not with no meaning, right? But categories alone also simplify very complex human experiences. Real life rarely fits neatly into one box. So people move through multiple systems at the same time. Their circumstances change, their realities change, the systems around them do evolve over time. Yet, when we look at database, in many cases, they often require a single answer, sometimes a single category, a single status, or a single outcome. As researchers and analysts, we have to remember that categories are analytical tools. They are not people's lives. Whenever we build reports or dashboard, we should ask, what complexity are we simplifying? Because every simplification helps us see one thing while making something else invisible. This lesson extends far beyond my PhD. I have worked with data across so many organizations and so many sectors. One thing I've learned is that organizations often use the same words to describe very different things. Take words like successful outcomes, stable housing, client served, program completed, case closed. Those sound straightforward, but unless everyone is working from the same definition, comparison become very difficult. Sometimes two reports disagree not because one is wrong, but because they are measuring different things. Before building another dashboard, before comparing program, or before presenting results to leadership, what I would recommend is to take a step back and ask, what does this metric actually mean? That conversation is often more valuable than the visualization itself. One of the unexpected gifts of my PhD has been learning to think beyond individual data set. Today, whenever I start a new analytics project at BData Solutions, I spend much more time trying to understand the system behind the data. Who collected it? Why was it collected? What decisions does it support? What isn't being captured? Because data doesn't exist in isolation. It reflects the system, priorities, policies, and processes that created it. And once you begin looking at data through that lens, you stop asking whether the numbers are good or bad. Instead, you start asking whether they are helping you understand the whole story. If there is one message I would like you to take away today, it's this: better decisions don't start with better dashboard, they start with better questions. The more we understand the systems behind our data, the better equipped we are to design programs, improve services, inform policy, and make decisions that reflect the realities people actually experience. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me today. If you found this helpful, I would love to hear from you. Has there ever been a report or dashboard that looked accurate but didn't match what you were seeing in practice? Share your experience in the comment. I will make sure to read every one of them. And if many of my points today has inspired you, Please like, subscribe, and follow me on social media. And until next time, keep asking better questions because better questions lead to better data and better decisions. Bye.